Good morning, all. At the outset, let me thank Professor Shivaji Bhosle sir, who has given me this opportunity to be speaking with you all this morning. I consider this as a great honor. Thank you, sir. So, let's start the discussion. We sleep peacefully in our beds at night because rough men and women stand ready to do the violence on our behalf, said George Orwell, a prolific British writer of the past era. So, who all are these rough men and women he's talking about? Are they some superheroes with some superpowers? Are they some mythical characters sent by God Himself? No. These are the normal people just like you and me, who have changed themselves, who have transformed themselves through discipline, through a strict lifestyle, through dedication, and through resolve to serve their country. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the Defence Forces of India. So, this brings me to today's topic, a career in Defence Forces. So let me ask you, the moment you say the word career, what comes to your mind? करिअर म्हणजे काय? करिअर म्हणल्या आपल्याकडे मुलं विचार करतात माझ्याकडे भरपूर पैसा असेल आणि त्यामुळे मला एक स्टेबल लाईफस्टाईल मिळेल 5 years 10 years down the line. I'll have a good car, good bungalow, stuff like that. I'll have a quality lifestyle. But is it really so? Will the money give you the quality lifestyle that you desire for? I'm sure a lot of youngsters are watching this video and they would relate with me. You must be seeing your parents working day in and day out, going to office at morning 9-10 o'clock, driving for about 45 minutes 1 hour through thick traffic, somehow reaching office, working tirelessly till night, coming home evening 7, 8, sometimes even 9 o'clock. The moment they come home, opening your laptop, finishing rest of the office work, and by the time you realize it's already sleep time, getting up next day morning like a zombie, getting ready and going to office like a robot. And so on and so forth, this cycle continues. And by the time you've achieved or you've earned the requisite amount of money, the quality life that you are aspired for, that you desired for, has gone away. Time has flown away. So, has the money given you the life that you wanted? Certainly not. So today, if I say, if I give you a profession, if I give you a choice, which can give you, say, good amount of money, I won't say enormous money, but decent money to have a good lifestyle, I'll give you access to all the modern amenities which you can think of, a quality lifestyle, a high life, and most importantly, a status which is unparalleled in the society, and an opportunity to serve the nation with dignity. Won't you take it? This is what I'm talking about, the life in Defence Forces. When you say I want to make a career in Defence Forces, we really don't call it a career. Defence Forces is a life in itself. Defence Forces is a lifestyle. It's not a career. Because once you get into defense, your whole life gets entangled in defense. It is related to defense, and defense gets related to your entire aspect, every aspect of your entire life, and not just office. It's not just any 8 to 5, 9 to 5 job. It's a 24-hour job, but it's a satisfying job. So how is life in defense forces? Well, I don't have I'm sure words would fall short. Life थ्रिलिंग आहे, एक्साइटिंग आहे, लिव्हिंग ऑन दी एज आहे. कारण ह्या लाईफमध्ये यू हॅव न्यू अपॉर्च्युनिटीज every day at every step that you take. Sometimes you're working in Jammu and Kashmir, sometimes you're working in Assam, sometimes on the beaches, sometimes you're working abroad, sometimes you are in air, sometimes you're on ground, sometimes you're underground, undersea, everywhere. Exciting, challenging, and yet satisfying and fulfilling. It's a life which will not make you regret later. It's a life which will give you a life which you desired for. Well, I'll come to other aspects later. But the biggest challenge that youngsters of this generation or even our generation had was the knowledge about the ways and means of getting into defense forces. Firstly, it's not a job wherein you just apply and you have an interview and you show your mark sheet and you're in. No. हा job करण्यासाठी only the best of the best are selected. Only the cream, for which you have to go through a rigorous testing regimen. There are tests and multiple tests, checks and balances at every point, and you have to make the cut to get into defense forces as officers. So let me tell you what are the ways and means and what these tests are which I'm talking about. सर्वांनी NDA बद्दल ऐकलं असेल, पुण्यातल्या खडकवासलामधील NDA. So that is the earliest way you can get into this defense. That is 12th asthana or immediately after 12th, the Union Public Service Commission or UPSC conducts exam for you for entry into National Defense Academy, that is at Khadakwasla, Pune, or the Naval Academy, that is at Azimal, Kerala. 12th asthana you can give those exams or immediately after 12th. The moment you get into NDA, then you have 3 years of training followed by 1 year of specialist training, and then you get into defense forces. Not as easy as it looks, but I'm just covering the generic profile. If for some reason you've not been able to give the exams, you still have opportunities while you're doing your graduation or immediately after graduation. The UPSC again conducts exam called the Combined Defense Services Exam or the CDS. You can refer a website called www.upsc.gov.in, which will give you detailed syllabus of these exams, the time schedule, the requirements, the subjects, the what is expected out of you, what would be your life once you get into defense forces, your pay scale, your facilities, amenities, everything. So if you're in your engineering, or say you're in your graduation, in your last year or post graduation, or you just completed your graduation, you can attempt these exams, and this is another way of getting into defense forces. What these exams are, I'll just cover later. Now coming to Indian Army, service specific means of getting into defense forces. Coming to Indian Army first, as I've covered, NDA च्या माध्यमातून तुम्ही जाऊ शकता. After graduation CDS देऊन जाऊ शकता. If you're a technical graduate, the Army has short service commission technical entry. That is, there are two types of commissions. One is permanent commission, where you can serve permanently till your retirement, and there is a short service commission where you can serve for 10 years, a maximum of 14 years. and thereafter have the army experience, and thereafter come out if you want, or if you want you can you could apply for a permanent commission later also. So for the SSC technical, if you are in the final year, or you just completed your graduation in technical field, that is physics, chemistry, maths, engineering stream, something and streams related like that, the Indian Army invites applications for candidates desirous of joining the Indian Army as technical officers. You could refer www.joinindianarmy.nic.in, and you'll get all the information which I had just covered, and everything in detail. Army also has a technical graduate course scheme, TGC scheme, which is similar to technical entry. When if you're in the final year, or if you just completed your graduation in technical stream, you could give exams and get into Indian Army. आर्मीमध्ये एक 10+2 TES टेक्निकल एंट्री स्कीमसुद्धा आहे. म्हणजे तुम्ही 12वी केली आहे, 12वीमध्ये फिजिक्स, मॅथ्स, केमिस्ट्री हे तुमचे सब्जेक्ट्स होते, टेक्निकल सब्जेक्ट्स होते, अँड इमिजिएटली आफ्टर 12th यू वॉन्ट टू जॉइन इंडियन आर्मी ॲज टेक्निकल ऑफिसर्स. You can again do that. Again, the Indian Army website has all the parameters laid down for candidates, all the qualifications required, and if you fit the criteria, you can apply, you'll be called, and exams will be conducted, and if you make the cut, you will be absorbed into the Indian Army as technical officers. Only thing you need, there are certain criteria. You need 70% aggregate and in your 12th, and things like that, which are given on these websites. NCC मध्ये तुम्ही असाल तर पुन्हा एकदा अपॉर्च्युनिटी मिळते. अतिशय छान संधी आहे. NCC मध्ये C सर्टिफिकेट तुमच्याकडे असेल तर तुमच्या NCC डायरेक्टरेटच्या थ्रू तुम्हाला NDA, तुम्हाला आर्मी, नॉट ओनली आर्मी, नेव्ही, एअरफोर्समध्ये डायरेक्ट कॉल लेटर येऊ शकते. नो रिटन एक्झाम इज रिक्वायर्ड. you'll have direct interview, and if you are found fit, you will be sent for training. So it is important to join NCC if you have the opportunity to do so, and obtain C certificate with some good marks. Thereafter I'll now, having covered generic ways of getting into Indian Army, I'll move on to Indian Air Force. As I said, NDA is one option, the CDS is one option. Air Force also has an exam called AFCAT, or called commonly referred to as AFCAT, Air Force Common Admission Test. So if you go to a website called www.afcat.cdac.in, you will get details of the exams conducted by Indian Air Force. If you're a graduate, a technical graduate, or if you're in the final year of graduation, or you've just completed your graduation, if you're into post-graduation, and if you fit the age criteria, you can apply for permanent commission or a short service commission in the Indian Air Force to join the Air Force and serve as a proud air warrior, as an officer of Indian Air Force. Thereafter, technical entry is also available in the Indian Air Force. If you're a technical graduate, or if you're pursuing a technical course, you can go to a website called www.careerairforce.nic.in, and there you can see the criteria, and you can apply through the same website if you fulfill all the criteria for a technical entry is concerned. Thereafter, the Navy, like Air Force, the Navy also has a lot of branches. The executive branch, where you could be submarine officer, you could be an anti-submarine warfare specialist, you could be a missile officer. You can be an other than executive branch, the Navy has electrical branches, engineering branches, education branches. So you can serve in any of these branches. The means of getting into Navy is similar to Army and Navy, Army and Air Force, that is the CDS, the NDA, the CDS, and the Navy also has its own set of exams like the ones conducted by the Army and the Air Force. Once you go to the naval website, you can see a host of options. टेक्निकल एंट्री आहे त्यांची शॉर्ट सर्विस कमिशन एंट्री आहे, त्यांची परमनंट कमिशन एंट्री आहे. अँड if you get into short service, you can later apply for permanent commission. You can go to the branch of your choice. So you have options available. आर्मी आहे, नेव्ही, एअरफोर्स आहे आणि त्यामध्ये पण ऑप्शन्स आहे. The problem is you need to know how to appear and how to prepare and what to prepare. The armed forces provides ample opportunities, in fact very good opportunities even for women candidates. All the three services, the Army, the Navy and the Air Force, has a sizable quota of women officers, and it is the women officers are encouraged in India's defense forces. In fact, India is one of the few countries which has a very high ratio of women officers serving as part of the defense forces. So if you're a lady candidate pursuing your technical degree or a post graduation in technical field, you can get into all these streams, all these services, that is Army, Navy, Air Force, and in the services a stream of you can get into a stream of your own choice based on your qualifications. You need to be any technical field, BE, BTech, everything is welcome. Everybody is welcome. You just need to go to these websites, do some research on the net, and you will get. It's very easy. Only thing, certain amount of research is required. In fact, Army has already given announced that women officers will now be absorbed in the fighting branches as well, which was not the case earlier. Indian Air Force very recently has inducted women officers in the fighter stream also. Earlier they were flying in the flying branch, they were flying the helicopters and transport, but now very recently women officers have started flying the fighter planes, and today if war breaks out, Indian women will be flying those sleek, mean fighter planes right into the heart of enemy. So that is the involvement of women in the armed forces we are looking at. So I've given you a broad idea, a broad guideline of how to get into all these services. But you must also know, you must also be aware of the fact that getting into these forces, what kind of preparation is required. For UPSC, if you're good in your studies in your basic stage, that is in right from your 8-9 class onwards, specifically if you have CBSE syllabus, which a lot of officers have and vouch for it, it helps you a lot in preparing for the UPSC or the CDS exams. There are a lot of books available. If I have to list, and I'll take another maybe 10-15 minutes, but there are lots and lots of books, there are lots and lots of writers who are specifically writing books for cracking the examinations for the defense forces. Only thing, you need to be good in English, you need to be good in mathematics, you need to be good in physics and GK as well. The UPSC or the CDS pattern of exams excuse me, is quite similar. त्यांची वर्षातून 2दा एक्झाम होते. वेबसाईटवर त्यांची अनाउन्समेंट होते, अँड ऑन द सेम वेबसाईट, UPSC वेबसाईट और CDS वेबसाईटवर, इनफॅक्ट UPSC वेबसाईटवरच यू कॅन अप्लाय बेस्ड ऑन दी ॲडव्हर्टिजमेंट. त्यानंतर दी एक्झाम इज ट्वाईस अ इयर, म्हणजे 6 महिन्यातून एकदा एक्झाम होते. नोटिफिकेशन जनरली ऑक्टोबर नोव्हेंबर च्या आसपास येतं. दॅट इज गिवन इन द वेबसाईट अँड इट्स अ रिटन एक्झाम. दी सिलेबस वगैरे सर्व दिलेलं असतं अँड इट इज नथिंग, द सिलेबस इज नथिंग आउट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड ऑर समथिंग. It is a normal routine syllabus which you have been following through your school days from 8th 9th and 8th 9th onwards till about your graduation. There's nothing out of the world. Only thing you need to be uh, I won't say concerned, but yes, you have to be careful about is थोडंसं GK you should be aware of. थोडंसे GK न्यूजपेपर वाचणे. कॉम्पिटिशन सक्सेस एक म्हणजे मॅगझिन आहे, कॉम्पिटिशन सक्सेस रिफ्रेशर, कॉम्पिटिशन सक्सेस रिव्ह्यू, इंडियन. दीज आर द बुक्स आय हॅड स्टडीड वेन आय वॉज इन माय स्कूल डेज. देर लॉट ऑफ होस्ट ऑफ अदर GK बुक्स. सो करंट अफेअर्स वगैरे थोडंसं असलं पाहिजे. थोडंसं इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग आय वोंट से टू मच रिक्वायर्ड, बट यू शुड बी एबल टू स्पीक, यू शुड बी एबल टू एक्सप्रेस युअर सेल्फ, यू शुड बी एबल टू अंडरस्टँड. असं नाही की आय शुड बी सुपर गुड, आय शुड बी व्हेरी गुड इन स्पीकिंग इंग्लिश. डिफेन्स फोर्सेस ॲटलीस्ट ड्युरिंग दी inception stage, at least during the selection stage, they don't expect you to know English. No, I've seen, I mean, it is not required. Once people get into defense forces, a lot of grooming takes place. That part is can be handled even during that time. It is once the written exam झाल्यानंतर, if you get the requisite marks, तुम्हाला सर्व्हिसेस सिलेक्शन बोर्ड इंटरव्ह्यूसाठी बोलावणं जातं. SSB इंटरव्ह्यूज बेसिकली इट्स नॉट वन इंटरव्ह्यू वेअर फ्यू पीपल आर सिटिंग इन देल आस्क यू क्वेश्चन्स. नो, इट्स अ पर्सनॅलिटी इंटरव्ह्यू. That interview goes on for at least 4 to 5 days, in which every aspect of your personality is tested, because the requirements of defense forces are different. You need to lead men and women into combat. You need to lead. You need to decide the future. You need to decide the life of people under your command. So you should be compatible enough. You should be trustworthy to handle that amount of responsibility. So तुमची public speaking, your public speaking is tested. Your ability to lead the group is tested. Your personal traits, your personal physical endurance is tested. There are hundreds of tests being carried out. But again, I say, if you are a confident person, if you are a positive person, if you think good at all times, if you think positive at all times, all these exams would be a piece of cake for you. Believe me, there is no preparation required. In fact, I would even go on to the extent of saying there is no requirement of joining some classes. No classes can give you a positive mindset. No classes can give you a personality. No classes can change the DNA of your personality. Nothing. It comes from within. No external agency can do it. So it's your thoughts, positive thoughts. If the way you think, the way you deal with people, the way you have concern about other human beings is what makes you as a person, and that is what the defense forces are looking for. So once the SSB interviews are over and if you made the cut, you are called for medical tests. Again, needless to say, defense forces चे जे ऑफिसर्स आहेत त्यांची फिजिकल फिटनेस नॉर्मल सिटिझन्सपेक्षा थोडी जास्त लागणारच, बिकॉज कंडिशन्स दॅट दे वर्क इन आर व्हेरी डिफरंट, व्हेरी चॅलेंजिंग. कधी जम्मू काश्मीरमध्ये, कधी राजस्थानमध्ये, कधी आसाममध्ये, समटाइम्स in the say in the sea. I mean, hundreds of I can have hundreds of combinations where they need to work. So they need to have physical fitness of slightly higher standard. So त्यांचे physical test होते. That the after SSB interview, the physical test is for about 4 to 5 days, again at premier medical establishments. ते झाल्यानंतर, हे सर्व पास झाल्यानंतर शॉर्टलिस्टेड कॅन्डिडेट्सची मेरिट लिस्ट बनते, अँड सम few of them are selected based on the merit list. Just to tell you, on an average for every exam 1.5 ते 2 lakh candidates appear all over India. And let me tell you, I won't exaggerate, only 300 to 350 finally enter the pedestal, the gates of the National Defense Academy. That is the level of competition we are looking at. Only the cream of the cream, the best of the best gets selected, and you have the capability to be the best among the best. Only thing, slight amount of self preparation, slight amount of positive attitude, slight amount and whole lot of confidence in yourself, and you will be through. I've just got a query. Can students get into army education from standard 7 to 8 while studying in non-army school? Of course, there is no embargo, whichever school you may be studying in. But yes, 7, as I see your question is 7 to 8. Can students get army education from standard 7 to 8 while studying in non-army school? See, I would only say that if you're in such a young age, 6, 7, 8 standard, only thing you need to be very good in your own studies, in your own subjects. If you have CBSE or ICSE board, it will be a bonus, it will be a huge bonus, a plus point. Otherwise, you can keep reading the books which are available in the market about the syllabus for this UPSC or the CDS. You'll get a fair idea of what subjects to concentrate on to get into these courses. You can get into Army public schools or KVs which are affiliated, co-located with the Army, Air Force cantonments, where also you will get a good idea of what Army or a Defence Forces education is all about. There are a lot of other queries. Due to paucity of time, I may not be able to address all. There are queries about can medium of instruction we are studying on affect. As I said, Defense Forces don't go for what language you speak, how fluently do you speak, how do you look. No, sorry. The Defense Forces look only for people who have dedication, who have a resolve, who have a very, very positive mindset, and who have absolutely passionate love to serve their country under any circumstances. Language, my dear friends, is no barrier. You could learn English, you can learn a language once you get into Defense Forces. Please don't think about it. But yes, when I say this, I would also say that if you know English, it would be a plus point because the examinations, the interviews would be slightly easy. Even if you don't know English, they will conduct interview in the language which you prefer. Don't worry about that. But if you do get a chance, do learn about English. That is my suggestion. So these are various avenues of getting into Defense Forces which I have just covered. But defense मध्ये life कशी आहे? There is no one word. Life is challenging, satisfying, thrilling, and you're living on the edge. You may be a young man or woman, all of 22, 23, fighting the deadliest of anti-national elements in the most hostile terrain. And on your word, on your decision would be lying the lives of hundreds of people under you. So that is the life I'm talking about. Your counterparts in civil field, when they're having fun, you would have already become a man or a woman 10 times mature than them, 10 times responsible. Because while they are responsible for their company, for salary, you would be responsible for lives, and nothing is costlier than a life. And when a person trusts you with his or her life, that is the ultimate reward life can give you. And only Defense Forces will give you this opportunity. You could be looking for uh, mines underwater as a marine commando, or you could be fighting hundreds of feet below water off the coast of a hostile nation as a naval submarine officer, or you could be on a aircraft carrier docked just outside the port of a superpower, and no one would be able to say anything because you're a naval officer and you're in international waters. Or you could be flying the state of the art fighter jets at speeds greater than speed of sound, making split second decisions, thinking faster than a supercomputer, because lives of hundreds of people fighting battle on ground directly below you, lives of tens of your wingmen who are flying alongside you depends on your decision of when to launch that missile, when to drop that bomb, and at what speed, flying at speeds of in excess of 1000 kmph. This what Indian Air Force has to offer to you. I won't say more. I would just say life in defense forces is not a life. I mean, it's not a career. It's a life. It's more than life. It's everything that matters to a person who gets into the defense forces. And once you get into defense forces, the defense forces would never ever get out of you. The amount of respect the society gives you has some value, has some meaning, because the type of work these men and women do is unmatched. The type of sacrifice people have given for this nation is unparalleled, and that is why the people in society respect men and women in uniform. And if you want to don that starry uniform, that glamorous uniform, you got to work for it, you got to start preparing for it, and you got to start it now. I would end by saying that it would be very motivating and very satisfying to see more and more number of youth of our country opt for this profession, this glorious profession, and I would say this noble profession. Please attempt for it. Please test yourself, because getting into defense is not competing with others, it is competing with your own self. And please compete with yourself. Thank you, Maha-AD News. Thank you once again, Shivaji sir, for giving me this great opportunity to speak to the people of this country through the medium of your website, and I would ever be grateful to you. Thank you.